All right. Hello, everybody. Mega salutations today. It is a very special day indeed. And I almost got some like secondhand nerves for Xbox here. The boys and girls in green have a lot to prove today. And we will be watching it all together. And I'm very excited about it. Thank you all, the early birds, for joining me today. And I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Again, thank you for choosing to spend some of your Sunday here with me. Just really pumped to see what this brings, because the leaks have been mighty encouraging. But yeah, man, very, very excited. Let's get this stream out on the Twitter space. Let's see here. Good choice, Pedro, playing a little Diablo 4 while waiting for the showcase. Probably the best mindless game, but also like super engaging game of the year, because you can just really get sucked into it and just keep going and going and going. But also, if you're like on the Discord with the boys or whatever, you can just tune out and just do what you got to do. It's great. I really do appreciate that game a lot. It's one of my favorites of the year. Been a lot of good games this year, man. Like, there's been a lot of bad, but there's been much more that's super impressed me. One sec. I'm just getting a tweet out so that bang. All right. Okay. Wow, we already got 1,200 of us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let's get to answering some of these donations. We got one from No Sir. Are you gonna poop your pants if we get a Persona 6 announcement? Yeah, of course. Camel, dude, how you doing, bro? Oh my god. So good to see you. I miss your face, man. It's been way too long. I was just thinking about, I think it was E3 2018 when we were in the hotel room together. We were just sharing great stories, man. It was such good times. And E3 2016 was just legendary, getting all the Bethesda crew together. But hope you're doing well. Mackenzie, miss you, brother. But yes, I will poop my pants if we get Persona 6 announcement. That is a... Because, like, we already know... I feel like if it was going to be there, it would have leaked alongside everything else. But I feel like Atlas is big brain enough to say, like, let's leak these two and then leave this one over to the wayside. Jake, great to see you as well, man. We got a donation from Nestor. Just thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all showing up. Seriously. It means a lot. Rodder Hicks. Salutations, Matty. We finally made it. Indeed, we did. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like, this has kind of been hanging over my head for weeks. Like, I've just been really looking forward to this. And, you know, just thinking about it constantly. I'm like, you know, what's going to come out of it? Because for me, like, the big stressor is the work part, honestly. Because normally with the way these showcases go, I maybe have 2 or 3 things I can go into on my channel at most. But like this showcase, every game I've covered for years may be here. Fallout, Starfield, what else? Fable, Avowed, it's Cyberpunk, Persona. Everything I've covered could be here. So this could be an all-timer for me. But it's definitely been hanging over my head, man. I'm very excited. Jonathan Turner, hey, Matty, love your work and dedication. You ready for some Starfield news? Yeah, man, like, that's the funny part is it's been such a shoe-in that it's almost, like, not at the top of my head. And until we're actually sitting there with it in front of me, I think that's when I'll start to really have it sink in. I mean, I'm dressed for the occasion. I'm wearing my Barkfield shirt. Bought this to support a charity foundation that Bethesda gets behind every QuakeCon, and this is one of my favorite T-shirts. So, yeah, I'm beyond excited for a little bit of Starfield in my life. Mo, thank you for the super chat. Hope you've been feeling better health-wise. Love the content, Matty. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting there. We're at the tail end of all this shit I've been dealing with. I just have a couple of tests to go through. Otherwise, though, there's nothing like majorly concerning right now, so that's good. It's just I'm gonna have to make I'm probably gonna need some type of medication at some point, and I'll probably need otherwise to just keep the lifestyle changes I've had and maybe exaggerate them a bit, like a little bit more better sleep, which I've been getting better at, but like a day like today is where it's tough because like I couldn't go to sleep because I was excited for the showcase, and then you got like the intense work afterwards. These are the days I got to be careful because it can just downhill from there. I can just get really tired. Garrison, thank you for your super chat. What's up, Matty? Really like all your content. Really like how Summer Games Fest is on my birthday with announcements. Oh, happy birthday. 2 more days to 37. Let's get some great game announcements. I'm right there with you, Garrison. Let's keep the hype high. Let's keep the vibes positive, too. Wizards Brews. I like that name. Did you at least get a good nap in? I bet you haven't got much sleep with all this news. Yeah, it's been an intense week. You prepare your body for it a little bit. So, like, I'm working on a video game. So, like, that's something that I have been taking a backseat on for the last couple of days. Didn't put much work into the game. Kind of just rely on the team to pick up some of the slack. So I could just have time to breathe. I've been reading a lot. I've been kind of out of the gaming space, frankly, because I know I'm going to be so deeply submerged in it. So naps, I don't do much because when I nap, even an hour, like I'll be up till 4 a.m. So it's just, it works against me. But definitely trying to take better care. Frosty, thank you for your super chat. Hey, Matty, this channel has been a huge blessing while going through health challenges. Thank you for everything. God bless. Thank you. God bless you as well, man. I mean, I hope you're doing better. I can relate. It hangs over your head a lot, so I'm happy to provide a healthy distraction of some kind if I can. George Dimitropoulos. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name. What games are you hoping to see at the showcase? Simple but effective, George. You know, it's tough because some of the major ones I wanted to see have possibly been leaked, like Persona would have been one that was leaked. It's being reported that Avowed and Fable will be there. I expected those. Hellblade is probably going to be there. I'm expecting that to open the show. That's my prediction. So Xbox has little room to surprise me, if that makes sense. As in, it feels kind of guaranteed a lot of the shit I want to see is going to be here. So, with that said, I mean, the biggest surprise, I think, for me really could be Fallout. I mean, because it feels like that would be an over-delivery after everything else that we've heard. It's like, oh, my God, and this, too. We're hearing about collections. I think a Fable collection or a Gears collection. It's got to be one of those two. But if it's a Fallout collection, oh, my God. That's the thing. I'm like so excited. I've almost numbed out now because I feel like there's so much I can like just jump out of my seat for. It's almost surreal. And I don't know if I'm like over exaggerating when it says it's almost surreal to be sitting here doing this. Like, because there's been so much building up and leading up into this. Thank you all so much for all these super chats, by the way. I promise I'll get to you all. There's been so much leading into this though. It's so high stakes. If you like, imagine being an Xbox, like, oh my God, bro. I'm very excited for them. I very much am excited for them. And I'm excited for us. I think as fans, you know, we've wanted to eat for a long while. And I think we're finally going to. I'm just switching to my iPad here so I can catch up on the super chats because I know I'm missing a ton right now because y'all are just firing off here. And I really do appreciate it so much. The Assassin AK-47, how likely will Conker make an appearance? New game or remake? Need him to come back bad. And McCray, thank you for becoming a member for 24 months. That's awesome of you. I think Banjo's more likely than Conker. Now, if they do Conker, I'm nervous only because I don't think today's day and age can handle Conker's humor. I would if they got to go like full South Park kind of humor in the sense of who gives a fuck who sees this or hears this, you're all getting made fun of type of energy. I'd love to see that out of Xbox, but I don't know if they'll actually do it. And so I'd almost rather it just rest in peace. On-off viewer since 2015. Good to see you still going strong. Hunter Creed, thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see you going strong. You know what I mean? You're in and out here. That's fine. We love that. We are all gathered today on this holy day en masse, Otacon. Love that. McCray, thank you for the $5 super chat. No message, but appreciate the support nonetheless. I'm getting some E3 2015 Fallout 4 reveal vibes. Also, can you share anything to do with your video game, Yoda? Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. I'm not going to share anything. We're in a really good spot right now, team health wise, progress wise. We feel really confident with our deadline goals. I just don't want to. I don't want to do what I hate developers do. It's just like overshare before you even see it. It's like I'd rather you guys and gals just lay eyes on it and judge for yourself. You know, but it's I think everyone will be pleased. I think everyone will be pleased with the game I'm making. I do have a genuine confidence in it, which you'd hope so after all this time. But like, you never know how it's all going to come together. So seeing how well it's come together, like I said, I have a pretty genuine confidence in it that especially my audience will be a fan. So I can't wait to show you all. I think about it probably every day, like what that reveal moment will be like. And it'll be much like this, where when I sit down and it actually happens, I'll be like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm almost like numb to the moment. Dilly Bod writes in, thank you for the $20 super chat. That's huge. If they announce a Halo Master Chief style collection for Fallout or remasters of 3 and New Vegas coming in the next 3 years, I will ragdoll out of life. You and I both. All right? We will ragdoll out of life together. Finally, it's time we see Fable. I agree, Red Bandit. Thank you for super chatting as always. Vexner, another $20 super chat. Thank you. Predictions on the reception of the showcase, if it's great versus if it's bad / doesn't deliver. How could this shift the mind share of consumers this gen? Excellent question. I think if it's bad, it becomes very doom and gloom. Like, you were handed a W on a silver platter. Like, I know some people like Summer Games Fest. I totally respect that. I thought it was kind of middling. PlayStation, I think, dropped the ball big time. Maybe they have another showcase coming up. That's been the report. But right now, Xbox kind of has the ability to, in the core gaming space, steal a lot of attention. They still have a lot to prove beyond that, and I think that's where delivering big exclusives with Game Pass is going to be huge for them. And, you know, I think if they miss, though, it's going to be real. I mean, it was already difficult to defend them after Redfall and all the delays and just all the bullshit that's happened. White Rabbit, thank you for your super chat that I deserve this. That's so kind of you to say. You know, but it's going to be impossible to defend Xbox in any way. Like, even the biggest of fanboys will have to bend the knee. I will not name names, but you will see people on Twitter bending the knee if it sucks. I don't think it's going to, though, because with Persona, with Persona and Starfield, we already have, for me, this built-in, like, okay, Persona is going to be day one Game Pass, and it's big JRPG prizes. It's not like, oh, we're getting the ports. You're getting, like, brand new shit day one. That's amazing. Okay. And then on top of that, you're telling me that Starfield is ending the show and it's on its own separate thing. So everything in this showcase that should be showing up is just almost icing on the cake for me. Different for everybody else, but for me. So I almost find it hard to imagine that it'll suck, but that makes the fall from grace all the worse, right? So with that said, I think the high will be high and the low would be extreme, the lowest they've ever been. Like low Xbox One energy. So we'll see. But I have a feeling that won't happen. But, you know, I think the first party presence will really carry the show. Third party, I'm curious what's going to show up. That's going to really define a lot of it too. Witcher Steve, yo, Matty, not always able to catch you, but wanted to show my support to you and all your hard work. So if you could only play one, is it Avowed or Starfield? Witcher Steve, it's totally fine. I appreciate anyone who just takes a moment to show up. Starfield. Yeah, Starfield. I mean, it helps that I know what Starfield looks like, but you can't yank me from a Bethesda Game Studios game. You can't, man. It's impossible. We belong together. Alien High A, thank you for your membership here on the channel. But yeah, man, I just Starfield. So excited. Promax Media, I've been watching your Starfield breakdowns on repeat for this. My excitement is immeasurable. We are going to be feasting today. Also hope you're well, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate the binge too. That's cool. I never think that people do that with my content, so it's cool reading it. I really thank you a lot. Crow Fu. I would love Xbox to get some more JRPGs. I would love for them to work with Atlas to give people Dragon's Crown 2 or Neopol. I actually don't know that company for Dragon Fighter Online for the Genshin-like game for Xbox. That's a good idea. Yeah, them getting a Genshin-like game. I think Phil said they kind of missed out on that because they had an opportunity to put that on their platform and they fucking skipped it for whatever reason. Wolfie is here and Michael Parr. Thank you for becoming members. JP1923. Hey, man, just letting you know. But watch Houston's Fallout 4 videos. Great work, and thank you for getting me through 2020. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that was a tough year for all of us. So e-hugs to everyone. And thank you for letting me be a part of that. I remember, 2020 was a weird year for content creators, I think, because while everyone else stopped, we had to keep going. Obviously there were many jobs like in healthcare and everything that had to go way above and beyond. So I'm not acting like we're up there. But I'm just saying in general, like, I remember my whole family was off of work for months and months and months as we shifted to remote, and they were just doing whatever. They were like playing games, like board games. They were watching TV. They were just doing whatever. And I'm just working every day. It was really interesting. So thank you for being a part of my 2020, because it's definitely something like now that we're out of it, we can go out without masks and all that shit. There's a sense of normalcy again. There are parts about that stretch of time, kind of the isolation with my friends, that I appreciate. Like, it made you. It was a good wake up call to, I think, a lot of people, that when we lose the ability to connect, we lose a lot of us. Like, a lot of people were super nasty in 2020. That was the worst part of it. The YouTube comments were fucking awful, bro, because everyone was miserable at the same time. Hollow Versus, playing Fallout 3 for a hope of a remaster or a remake. I love it. You gotta manifest those things, man. Zubmer, if I need to buy Series S in order to run Avowed, Fable, The Outer Worlds 2, and or Elder Scrolls 6, I'll be so mad. I bought my ROG in 2022. Ooh. Look, man, Series S has a payment plan if you got the funds, that is, at like $20 a month, and then it's fully paid off, no interest. So if you really got to get in on the cheap, and you work a job, there is a way to do so and play all those games via Game Pass. Pretty aight. Thank you for your donation. What up, Matty? You've been watching since free Fallout 4. Hope you had a great stream and your predictions end up spot on. We're looking pretty good right now. The most I've got wrong so far is I didn't know if because it almost was too good to be true that Persona 3 Remake was going to be on Game Pass. I was like, no, just get it on the stage. But Game Pass, that's a huge W. White Rabbit, your content's on another level. I don't know how you do it. Thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate that. Y'all have got a double dip, but thank you. I do it with a team. So I have 2 editors on standby today, and so you're going to see like probably 4 videos max from me today. And it's because I have the privilege to be able to be the one who just gets to go on camera and do my thing and send them the files. I still have to edit a lot of my content, but I'm trying to get away from it because I was experiencing a lot of burnout from that, and it was definitely plummeting my health. So without my editors, I am truly nothing, because they do the really hard work. So thank them. I'm just a guy with a with a lot of hot takes. I'm ready for Bethesda Jank DJD. I don't know if you're trying to slander, but hey, man, I'm ready too. Let's do it. Xeno3646. Can you see Tenkaichi 4 gameplay from Xbox? Yes, this is a prediction I regretted not putting in my video, because Bandai shows up on the Xbox stage a lot. Like, we got Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Xbox stage. We got Jump Force on the Xbox stage. So I think Tenkaichi 4 gameplay, I could see it happening. I don't know if it means that's Game Pass, but I could see it happening. Zuber. Also, Starfield Wiki Discord server did not appreciate me showing them your videos and channel. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who are in like the hardcore community who just fucking hate me, and I don't give a shit, because I'm like, bro, I'm a fan like everyone else, but I must have done something to just piss them off. I don't know what it is, but whatever. I appreciate you still showing the love, though. It's the same thing with Reddit. I was surprised one time someone sent me a Reddit post. They were like, hey, Matty, like, people are actually hyping you up here. And I looked, I was like, this is nice. I didn't know this was possible. So I appreciate you still showing some love, though. Bachonga. Love watching you shine, Matty. Curveball, Jade Empire remake, but seriously, give me a reason to use my Xbox. That would be a hell of a curveball. That'd be special. That'd be so nice. That game did not get enough love. But hey, thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Much love to everyone here. Richard, thank you for your super chat. Hey, Matty. Love DD. Glad to catch you live. Much love from Canada. Hey, shout out to Canada. If you watched UFC last night, it was all about Canada. It's good. It was a pretty middling card. Shout out to Nunes, man. Retiring. She's one of my favorites, man. That was I've watched her since day one, man. That was sad, but hell of a career. The G23. Love that you're a huge on Bethesda. What do you think happens if Starfield is highly disappointing? Is Xbox in trouble overall? No. It will hurt big time. It will sting big time. Kyle and Pierre, thank you for becoming a member. 26 months. That's some dedication. But no, because as I've said before, Starfield should not define Xbox or they're in a heap of trouble. Positively or negatively. As in, if it's amazing, it should not make Xbox amazing. They need Hellblade to be amazing. They need Avowed to be amazing. They need Fable to be amazing. They need their third-party shit on Game Pass to be good at least. Doppierre button, yes, DD will be tomorrow. Free for everyone, by the way, so don't worry. You can listen wherever you are. They need more than Starfield to be good. Starfield is the icing on the cake. Starfield is the big draw here, but make no mistake that Xbox needs everyone else to do well. It cannot just be on Starfield. Not to protect them, but it just cannot be on it. And if it sucks, it cannot just be on Starfield to sink the platform, but make no mistake, it's a major gut punch, and it will hurt. Fable La Punisher. Starfield will be the perfect game to hold me off till GTA 6. I love you, Matty. Appreciate you in channel. How would you react if New Vegas 2 was announced? Oh, my God. If I get anything Fallout, I am going to pop among pops, dude. Bro, I will go full Mickey Mouse, as you just heard. Like, my voice was already cracking, and we didn't even get it. It was just the thought of it. Oh. You have no idea. You have no idea. The people in my building will probably call the cops on me because they'll think someone's dying in here. All right, Darth and Coffee. Welcome to You Want Some More, huh? Thank you for joining the channel for a month. Appreciate you. New Gloom. Been watching since the Fallout 4 rumor days. Keep it the good work. I'm personally so hyped for Perfect Dark, but I'm worried about any hopes. Gloom, what I would tell you right now is like, I don't want to tell you to shelve your enthusiasm. I appreciate it. By the way, thank you for sticking around for so long. That's awesome. But with Perfect Dark, I think it could be a great game, especially with Crystal Dynamics involved. Like when they're working on single player shit, I think they cook, especially when you look at the Tomb Raider games. Like I think they do great work. Even the single player components of Marvel's Avengers were like, okay, I could have seen something here that was great. So there's reason to be enthusiastic. But what I will say is shelve the enthusiasm in the sense of like being so hyped because this game did have half its original team leave. That's never a good sign. In fact, I couldn't imagine progressing a game like that. If like, again, I'm working on a game. So if half my team left in the middle of development, I don't know how I'd go on. It's just like, wow, we just lost everyone who was originally on the vision. You're making a totally different game now. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep an open mind. I'd say you keep an open mind. Don't expect to see it this show. That'll be a big surprise, too, if it shows up. But Danny P, ready to bust in your chair over Starfield again? You know it. You know it. JB Richer, thank you for becoming a member on the channel. What's your song in the latest Cyberpunk review? Ooh. I don't know. Latest Cyberpunk review. You might have to specify the video too, so I can look it up and try to let you know. Pardon me. But I actually don't know the answer for that, especially because a lot of times my editors will handle it, so they'll kind of pick whatever track they want to. So sometimes it's stuff I don't even know. Long shot, but do you think we'll hear about Jet Set? Maybe. I don't know how much Sega's going to go in on this. We'll see, though, David. But if they do, I will pop. Jet Set was one of my first original Xbox games. I am almost 30. I am getting to that age. Vexner, again with the super chat. Thank you. How could Hellblade 2 help push for realism/animation in games? Could it be such a huge showpiece that it forces the bar to be raised for the industry, plus with the mocap? I think that'll come down to acting. Wow, we are getting so many messages and stuff that some of your donations are getting pushed out. I apologize. Someone asked about KOTOR 3 or Fallout 5. KOTOR 3. Sorry. It's got to be. But could we... I'm trying to find the super chats. We're losing them, man. This is killing me here. I apologize. Hold on. Wait, actually, we might have them. Hold on. I might be able to fish this one out. I got you all. Oh, here it is. Vexner about Hellblade 2. I was reading so many messages at once. I'm like, Christ. Here, I'll do it through here. I'm looking on YouTube now. Let's see here. So, could Hellblade 2 push for realism and animation in video games? You know, part of me almost hopes it doesn't, because it reminds me of like the Order 1886, where there was so much to love about the world that I wanted to just play more of that world. And because we didn't get much of that, it was like a half-finished game is what it felt like. So I'm just crossing my fingers that Hellblade 2 is more of a playable game. Because even Hellblade 1 had some walking sim elements. But we'll see. We'll see. Animation we have yet to really see any of, because they got to show combat. That's why I think they're going to open the show with Hellblade 2. 2023 is a surprising year for some good games that are bangers. I agree, Bagman. I think one of my... Is there any like secret bangers I've played? Paranormasight from Square Enix. That's a secret banger. It's like a visual novel horror game. Again, from Square Enix. It's available on phones, PC, Switch. Super good. I haven't finished it, but super good. That's definitely like a hidden gem this year for sure. I'd say Battle Network Collection, but it sold over 1 million copies, so clearly not that hidden of a gem. Jay Bircher, sorry. Always excited to see your reactions. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Big love on that. Taking today off work to watch you live. Oh, wow. Thank you. And your first super chat here. Thank you. That's super kind. You and Skolzy made me a BGS fan. Thanks, man. Hey, Ty, my pleasure, dude. My pleasure. Hope you enjoy the ride. Enjoy these moments, right? Like when it comes to BGS, Ty, enjoy these types of moments where we're riding into the launch of a new BGS game, because we all kind of missed out with 76. We were all like, oh, the Break It Early test application. Ha, ha, ha. Funny. It really hasn't been since Fallout 4 we've had a moment like this, y'all. So it's like, this is huge. So yeah, enjoy the ride. Everyone. Enjoy the ride. We get these maybe once every 5 years, so it's a big moment. Alex, thank you for your super chat. My hot take prediction is Obsidian getting the go-ahead to remake KOTOR 2. That is a fucking hot take. We didn't even get the first one yet. That Jake guy. Appreciate you, Matty. Starfield, let's go. I'm right there with you. Let's go. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you. Cedrif here. Hey, Matty, love your stuff. I was wondering what you thought about Soul Hackers 2, being a fan of Atlas. I played about an hour or two of it, and I think if we were to rank it like Persona, SMT, and Soul Hackers, I should put more time into it before I do this, but like it's definitely on the bottom rung of the ladder for me. I do love the sci-fi elements. I do love the literal soul hacking elements. Very unique, very different. But overall, like as an Atlas fan, I mean, they got just a style and pizzazz that works really well for me. Very exposition heavy game. Exposition's fine, but you kind of have to break it up and like show it to people and players. But they'll talk for like 20 minutes straight, just explaining something to you. I'm like a graphic asset of some kind, like something in front of me to contextualize this information would be great. Wait, what does this say? Hold on. Where? I think I just got my notifications refreshed. Rico World Peace. Thanks for spoiling the UFC fights. All good though. Peace, bro. I appreciate the super chat, but I gotta say, man, like the fight happened last night. I don't think I spoiled anything. The fight happened last night, so I don't know if you were holding out to watch it. Apologies if so, but I think if you thought Nunes was gonna lose to Aldana, you wild one for that. Zeno with another super chat. Imagine P6 reveal as a timed exclusive before PS5. That'd be a banger. I mean, I just want more people to play Persona. That's why I said in my predictions video, I said, just get Persona 6 on Xbox. Like, I'm happy with that. Like, let's start with that. Let's start by evening the playing field. For them to flip exclusivity would make no sense for Atlas, I think. So, I would say, personally, let's just hope we get it on the platform. Red Bandit. Rocking my Starfield shirt, so hopefully no delay. Yeah, let's do it right here. Everyone get your Starfield merch on. Get your Starfield merch on. Shills sell out right now. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Red Bandit, again for the super chat. Lone Wolf. Hasn't Hellblade 2 only been in full development for like 2 years? How is it already ready? I think it's been in development longer than that. But also, it was revealed alongside the box, so people are ready to see gameplay of this. And I think the next time it shows, it has to have like full gameplay and a release date because it'll be the third time we saw it. So that's why a lot of expectations are there for Lone Wolf. But I think it's been longer than 2 years. I could be wrong. That's not information I have like off the top of my head. Zeno3646. Imagine Xbox buys the right to Sly. I doubt it highly. That's not going to happen. They'd have to get that. That's a negotiation that I don't think Sony would ever entertain. Hollow Versus. No offense to anyone, but I hope there aren't many toxic chatters like the last time you streamed a Showcase. Last Showcase was great, honestly. When we did the PlayStation Showcase, I thought it went really well. I was very happy about that too. But yeah, I hope everyone, keeps cool. Henry Maxwell. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Good vibes this week. What's the mid-conference meal looking like? Oh, bro, I got a full... Look how heavy this thing is, man. I got a full thing of 4 meals here because my biggest mistake when I'm working is to not bring enough food here. That's why I'm very excited to start working from home again because I'm always starving here, and I think it's starting to affect me. So I got a Factor meal in here. I am sponsored by them. I got some homemade, like it was a chicken with rice and like apple kind of... meal, like all mixed together. It was delicious. There's a meatloaf in there. There's a Bourdain pasta in there, kind of like a fettuccine Alfredo. Very good shit. So yeah, I'm eating good here. I gotta make sure I'm fueled up for all my videos and the Showcase. But yeah, good vibes this week for sure. The big old pancake. I like that name. Thank you for the super chat. Just dropping some love. Pumped to crack a brew and check out Starfield with you and the Matty crew. Oh, I like that. A little rhyme there too. Happy to have you here. Thank you. Ooh, Detroit Reapers with a little underrated question. Percent on IO Interactive's 007 being shown today. Let's see here. Hitman 3 came out, what was it, 2021? I remember defining Duke. Hitman 3 release date. It was 2021, yeah, okay. Let's see here. They're apparently doing Project Dragon as well. I don't know. I don't think so. But that's the beauty of it, right? As I said, Xbox has a real chance to surprise, so this would be a great surprise. It would make sense, right, with like the GoldenEye thing on Xbox Game Pass, but ready to show? I don't know. We shall see. Good question though. Very good question. I'm gonna go towards no. Like low percentage, I should say. Low percentage Detroit Reaper. Quantum DeLorean. I hope we get, thank you for your super chat. I hope we get more news on the next-gen update for Fallout 4. I love the Terminator Quest mod so much. It's a must-download for me. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to check it out. Someone in chat said that the Steam DB for Fallout 4 got an update, so it's possible it gets shadow dropped today. God, if they do something with Fallout today. God, it's me. If you can hear me right now, let Todd Howard announce something with Fallout. There will be grown man tears unlike any other. I'm like tearing up now at the thoughts of it, man. Like, give me some Fallout. Oh my God. That'd be incredible. I won't be disappointed if we don't, though. We're going to eat good no matter what. But, like, shit. All right, let's see. We got a ton of super chats to catch up on. Brian Mess, thank you for your $2 super chat. Joshua Cruz, what's your most anticipated game this year? Starfield. It's always been Starfield, Joshua. Appreciate the write-in, though. What do you think about another expedition for 76? William of Scotland. I'm open to it. You know, the pit was disappointing. More on a balance perspective. I feel like it just was emblematic of every problem that game has. I don't know, man. 76 has yet to get its roadmap updated, so something's cooking with that. I imagine we get something here today for 76 or Fallout in general. bro. If it starts off with a Fallout trailer and it turns out being 76, I might drop kick someone. They promised no movie or TV show shit, though, so it can't be anything to do with the show, can it? Lord help me, man. Lord help me if it's again, they do like, oh, wait, it's a new Fallout game. It's the Pit expansion. But yeah, I think the next expedition would be something to do with the Capital Wasteland because that was in the leaked files. We'll see, though. VHG, you are the guy who got me into Persona and RPGs. Hey, thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. Great taste, by the way. Just saying. Angered Hummer, thank you for your super chat. Matty, have you ever played Age of Mythology? I'm really hoping the remaster remake is showing up in this show. Love your content, bro. Thank you. I almost said love you, too. I mean, I do love you, but, like, I don't know why. I was just about to get real casual with that. I've not played this, unfortunately. I've heard good things, though. But I think this was a rumor, so I feel like it's a good chance you see this. Scuba Loomis. That's a cool name. How do you feel knowing that God Howard watches a lot of your content from YouTube due to his son? How does this affect how you go about content moving forward? I don't know if it's his son. I don't know if Todd watches my shit anymore. Bethesda definitely created some distance for me, so I don't know if he watches my shit anymore. I'm sure he'll circle around for like the big moments like this. Maybe you'll see that. I know for Xbox, I know the ton of their team watches my shit. You never know who's watching, quite frankly, Scuba. Like that's how I operate with my content. A lot of people go, you never know who's watching. Therefore, gotta be on my best behavior. For me, I'm like, I don't know who's watching. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to say whatever the hell I want. You know, I'm going to give you guys the honest truth. That's how I always function. I'll do it with a degree of professionalism, of course. I think it's the least that any of these companies can ask for. Because if you want to be taken seriously, me popping on the webcam and just pop it off on everyone 24/7, they're not going to listen to you. They're going to fucking ignore you. So it's a balance, you know. Be mad when it's the right times to be mad. Be excited when it's the right times to be excited. But follow your heart, truly, is what you got to do. So I know that's a little bit more philosophical for the question you gave me, but like truthfully, if you care about everybody who watches your video, like, yo, Todd might be watching this. It's like, okay, I just got to keep to my own personal standards, which are high. So I don't think I'm going to let anyone down. And I'm excited he watches them because I think I got great ideas that come from the community. So it's like I'm a pretty person. I am pretty. I'm a pretty good person to come to for probably information on what the community is seeking out. Because usually I'm in line with what my community is talking about. It feels we have a good relationship between audience and creator where I feel like it's in his best interest, even if he doesn't like me, to be like, all right, what's the community saying? What are the streets saying? That's where you come here. Sean Courtney, have you played Wolf Among Us? If so, did you dig it? Probably my favorite Telltale game. Actually, not probably. It is. I love Wolf Among Us. Highly recommend it for those who haven't played it. Even to this day. I know people are waiting for Wolf Among Us 2. Play the first one. Just play the first one. It's an amazing video game. What we got here? John with another super chat. First super chat on the channel. Thank you, John. Hey, Matty, keep up the great work. Can we get some Game of the Year Gollum gameplay while we wait? That shit got uninstalled ASAP, bro. That game was awful. Holy shit, man. The fact that after Redfall, we got that shit. I'm like, wow. We are cursed, but also blessed as gamers. Mason Brown and Caitlin Paxton, thank you both for your super chats. Mason Brown with a little Starfield hype. Would love to see that. Caleb's first super chat on the channel as well. A lot of first-timers. Same goes for SJD Business. First-time super chat here. Hey, Matty. My name's EB. Love your stuff. Been watching since 15. I'm now 2022. Or I'm 2022. I'm thinking years. I'm now 22. I'm missing the event due to watching Fleetwood Mac Tribute Band tonight, so I will be praying for a Fallout game tease while I'm out. Hey, man, enjoy your time out. Appreciate you stopping by, though. Devin the Doppler. Matty, are you a pro wrestling fan? If so, WWE or AEW? I got to say, Devin, I appreciate this question a lot. I love AEW. I watch AEW every week since it started. I have not missed an episode, really. Outside of last winter, I was really swamped with work, so I just decided to tap out. I wasn't really interested in any of the stories they were telling leading into Revolution. But otherwise, yeah, I'm hooked on AEW. Now, I will say, I was not really into WWE, but what they're doing with Judgment Day, like watching Dom try to get on the mic is one of the funniest things to me. The Bloodline story is awesome. I really enjoy that. But I don't sit down and watch it weekly. I watch the YouTube clips. Cody Rhodes is one of my favorites in AEW. So watching him go to WWE and succeed was great. I'm curious if he'll have the same thing happen to him in WWE as he did in AEW, where, you know, fans kind of get tired of the "I want to be your hero" type of dude. I already kind of feel like some of his stories cooling off. But yeah, WWE, you know, just does a great job. And I think that they got some interesting storylines. But for AEW, I just love the punching above their weight type energy they have, and they really made me appreciate wrestling on a different level. I used to just like watching WWE, but like AEW, just the interaction with their fans, the kind of attitude era nature they have, it really speaks to me as someone who grew up with wrestling versus what WWE is now, which is still pretty good. But the crowd in AEW, I think, is really what makes the show half the time. Like, their reactions are awesome. The cheering and chanting is just awesome. As they would say, this is awesome. And I'm very excited for the game. Fall Upside, your thoughts on something Fallout related? Thank you for the super chat. You know my thoughts, man. You know I'm hungry for that. Oh, and Doppler, thank you for your second super chat. You don't got to worry about calling me Marty. It happens all the time. But yeah, something Fallout related. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. You know, I think our best chance is probably a Fallout 4 next gen update. But if there's more, you know who will be screaming. Why did you think it's taking Bethesda 15 years to put out Elder Scrolls 6, especially since it's a sequel to their most popular video game ever with Skyrim? Starfield looks sick, though. Schultz, it's a good question. I think it's because as I dive into the creative space more and more, I recognize that being able to do a different thing is super important to keep the thing that people love interesting. And unfortunately, in the case of Bethesda Game Studios, who's very protective of their stuff, those weights are exaggerated now because of their desire to go do something different, try something different. We would be getting Fallout 6 sooner if we didn't have to have 76. And we all know 76 is part of the, I put this in quotes, loose mandate from Bethesda, from ZeniMax, to do more servicey style games. If you remove that from the equation, that shortens the timeline of Elder Scrolls 6 by 4 years. So that was a big factor in them selling off, so they had to do the service game. But otherwise, you want them to do something new, because if they get to kind of refresh, you carry that new tech, those new tests done in Starfield into Elder Scrolls 6. And there's a lot of pressure to follow that up. I don't think anyone would accept Elder Scrolls 6 just being another Elder Scrolls game. Would that be nice? Sure. But I think the expectation is it has to be the massive generational leap that 4 to 5 was. 5 is still a game. Skyrim is still a game that I can fire up any day of the week and have a blast with. That is not a common trait. It's common for Skyrim. You hear that about Skyrim a lot, but that is not common among games. There are very, very, very few games that can accomplish that. So I think that's why the wait's big too. You got to wait for technology to catch up to achieve those ideas. I've always predicted that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to have, based off the lore, more all-out wars, like environmental destruction, co-op. Like, I think it's going to do shit that we've never seen before in Elder Scrolls while not sacrificing what it is. Because what Skyrim was more of is less of like the RPG we saw in Morrowind and Oblivion to certain extents in the gameplay, and more of like an adventure game. The builds were crazy. Like, the gameplay RPG elements were crazy, but the story RPG elements, I think the biggest choice you made was like, do you want to go with the Empire or, oh my God, I'm forgetting, the Stormcloaks. It's like, okay, that's your biggest choice in the game. So, there's a lot of pressure for them. And I think that's why you need to creatively rejuvenate, because if you're doing back and forth Elder Scrolls Fallout for so long, we get kind of what happens with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was an amazing game, and I love it, but you could definitely say compared to 3, compared to Skyrim, it didn't have the same inspired effort in my eyes that maybe other games from them did. And it's because where they decided to take risks were to be more appealing to the public. You decided to take a risk on building all this shit. And by building, I mean like settlement mode. You decided to take a risk on the voice protagonist. Huge risk that stopped the role playing out. Completely changed the dynamic of the game. So you learn a lot of valuable lessons that way. Maybe Fallout 4 would have felt particularly more ambitious if those efforts were put elsewhere. I think they achieved what they set out to do by making it a more emotional game. You can definitely feel those moments hit a bit harder, but I think they forgot, like, people replay their games endlessly, where sometimes hitting the emotional beat once isn't worth it to trade off those, like, really rewarding 3, 4, 5 playthroughs that we all do. Thank you for the write-in, Schultz. Great question. Dr. Moob woke up early in New Zealand to catch your stream. Hey, top of the morning. Thank you. Red Bandit, I appreciate the super chat. It says that your message was retracted, though. Shake and Jake, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Game News Dad, just want to appreciate you for being so open and interactive with your audience. How you feeling about Baldur's Gate 3? I'm hyped as fuck. Hey, my pleasure. You know, I know it sounds cheesy. I am nothing without you all. Those are the facts, right? Let's not pretend that if you all disappeared one day, I'm still gonna persist, right? So the least I can do is be open and interactive. The least I can do is chat with you all, and you know, I like to do these pre-shows. Sometimes more in the actual showcase. I just like to talk with you all. So thank you for being here. Baldur's Gate 3, that excitement's on the level of Starfield in some way, because it's like, to me, that's the, like, I think you could lock it in that Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be an absolute banger. Like, absolute banger. Whereas Starfield, there may be more of an X factor there. So I'm super hyped. Val, thank you for the super chat. Did you play the Liza P demo? What did you think? No, I have it downloaded on my Xbox. I'm hoping to play it this week. I know I'll play it this week, but like I said at the start of the stream, because I knew I was going to be so online brain this week, it took some time to just read a lot of manga. That's what I was reading. I finished Hell's Paradise, been reading Berserk. I bought some volumes of Dragon Ball Super, bought some volumes of Blue Lock, because I don't like the anime. I like the manga more. I bought some volume. I bought this light novel about L, if he was given the Death Note from Light, which I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. So I fucking love Death Note. So bought a lot of shit to read, and I've just been chipping through it in my free time and gaming very little, honestly. It's been very nice, to tell you the truth, because all I do is game, so it's been very nice to just switch it up in preparation for all of this. But Liza P is on the palette. But yeah, Berserk, I'm only 2 volumes in, and I'm like, the art is so impressive. It's so impressive. Seriously. Highly recommended if you just love good, dense art. No one does it as well as Berserk has done it. Hell's Paradise was really impressive with a lot of its panels, but Berserk just shows there's levels to this shit. It's nuts. Big fan of it so far. Red Bandit. Hopefully the Starfield Collector's Edition don't sell out so quickly. Yeah. Oh, man. I forgot. It's going to be a race to that shit. Hoo-wee. Enclave, thank you for your super chat. Hi, Maddie. Big fan been watching you since 2014. Want to know your thoughts on a possible new Fallout being teased by Obsidian, similar to Avowed and Outer Worlds 2. So, like, a title card? That's one I'd accept. That's literally one I'd accept. I've always said that. Like, if you gave me a New Vegas 2 title card as a, like, here's something you're getting in the far, far future, I will bust. And I will go have to change my pants, okay? That's all you need to know. All right. Zeppo. Hello, Maddie. Just want to say I'm a big fan. I've been watching you since the Fallout 4 and Survivor 2299 days. Thanks for all the great content. That's some long-term dedication, some serious ups and downs. Thank you. Appreciate you hanging with me, and thank you for your first super chat on the channel. Much appreciated. Lone Wolf, thank you for following up on this. Appreciate the second, or this might be your third super chat. Anyway, much love to you, Lone Wolf. You've been big support this stream. In June 2021, to Meme said Hellblade 2 wasn't in full production. I only recently heard about this, and I'm a little concerned. That could mean that the release date isn't soon. This could mean that it's like 2024. We'll see. We will see. But I think we see it at the showcase nonetheless. But great to know. Thank you for pointing that out. How many farming games do you expect? I'm looking at least like 4. Good question, Bajango. Gotta be, I mean, Starfield kind of counts as one, right? Starfield kind of counts as one with the settlement mode that they're undoubtedly going to show off again. You know, look what it can do. So I'm gonna throw that in as 1. And then, yeah, with Game Pass, you gotta at least have 1 more farming game. Good question. Skylar York, thank you for your first super chat here on the channel. Been watching you since the Fallout 4 showcase. Super hyped about Starfield. Hell yeah, Skylar. Welcome. welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Thank you for your first super chat. And yeah, let's go. A lot of Starfield hype here today. A lot of Starfield hype today. And like we're 10 minutes away, y'all. 10 minutes away. Crazy to think about. Bully McGuire with the mega super chat. First one here on the channel with the amazing name too. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. With the great profile picture. We love that. Thank you. Appreciate that so much. Extremely, extremely generous of y'all to support in this way. Makes a huge difference. As y'all know, I don't go out and buy a Lambo. I go out and put this money either into my game or into the content that you get. That's how it works. You can go look at Retro Rebound and some of the complete box shit I gotta buy for games that suck sometimes. But I appreciate y'all just supporting me. Thank you. What do we got here? We got so many super chats. I apologize. I'm just going to say in advance, I do apologize if I end up missing your super chat, just because I got at least 15, 20 to catch up on here, and we're about to start in 10 minutes. And I don't want to rush y'all, but let's see if we can do it. Ben Dover, time to sneak in another Matty stream while we're keeping the good work, my man. Thank you, Ben. Prime Ether. So Stalker 2 won't be at the show, but that is 100% okay. If anyone's about that, they need to F off. Agreed. I didn't expect Stalker 2. That can show up when it wants to show up. That game looks great. Will BioWare be here today? EA isn't doing a show this year, right? Alex, good question. I think not. I think since we're seeing that it's not coming out until at least after April of next year, I'm thinking that BioWare will show up when they need to show up. Possibly even next year. BPD, Manifest Tango making a 90s X-Men game. Really interesting request there. I love it. I'm about it. Thank you for your first super chat. Carlos Cortez, got to get off Twitter. Yes. Social media, off. Absolutely. Lone Wolf again. Love the channel, by the way, Matty. I'm just concerned they're not getting enough time to cook Hellblade 2. Agreed. But if you have the assets made, putting the game together, it's really about testing. Testing and polish is the hardest part. You'll be surprised how quickly you can put things together and stitch together your stuff, to my knowledge. But I have yet to fully experience that top to bottom. But concern kind of warranted. We'll see. It depends how ambitious and big the game is, right? And how much they really need to polish it up. Caleb Paxton, hey, Matty, my girlfriend and I love your videos. Always appreciate your positive energy between Fable, Starfield, and Avowed. The future is bright. Indeed it is. Shout out to you and your girlfriend. Appreciate you a lot, Caleb and Mrs. Paxton. All right, we got Crofu here. What if Kingdoms of Amalur 2 was revealed to be an Xbox exclusive? If they worked with THQ for some of their IPs being only on Xbox, that would be great. That'd be an interesting risk to take. I wouldn't be against it, though. I think Kingdoms of Amalur is underrated, and I'd love to see it get a second chance. I feel like they kind of missed an opportunity to right some wrongs from the base game with the remaster. Let me real quick, before I get into the rest of your super chats, let me just set this up so that we can get things rocking and rolling here on the stream end of things. Here we go. Okay. Put myself in the corner here. And then, if memory serves me correct, you guys let me know how loud these bings are here. Obviously, won't help too much, but I'm just trying to make it where I'm not blowing out my friggin' eardrums while I can hear this, but this stream. But let's see here. Okay. Premieres in 6 minutes. Okay. So does it start at 1 straight up? There's probably like a 10-minute countdown afterwards, right? Probably. Maybe I'm a little ahead of myself here. Well, let me go full screen in the meantime, actually. Okay. And then we'll shrink back down a little bit. All right, let's see here. Let's get back to some of these super chats. Trevor Selt. I remember finding your channel during the Fallout 4 rumor days. Thank you for all these years of info and entertainment and those to come. My pleasure. Love doing the little scraping of information. Ace V. I know 0% chance, but man, I want something on GTA 6. Yeah, they don't need Xbox's stage. We all know that. Matty, been a fan a while. Imagine New Vegas 2. Oh, we're imagining, Nick. We're going to will it into existence, maybe. Who knows? Anything is possible. Deep fried ice cream. Great name. Hey, Matty, long time, damn near lifelong fan. Here's hoping to one hell of a show. We're all leaving grinning ear to ear. I love the energy. 100%. Xeno wants an SSX game. I respect that. That'd be cool as hell. Monsef Pattison, thank you for your super chat. You're stand-up guy and #1 for all my Xbox news. Keep up the good work, Playboy. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. First time super chat as well. Much love. Derek Roberts. Starfield will change the landscape of gaming, in my opinion. I think it'll be one of those takeover games, as in like what happened with High on Life. I think what happened with, to a much more relatable extent, Elden Ring. I think it'll be like a everyone's talking about a game if it delivers. So I'm kind of in agreement with you there, Derek. Peter Burnt. Do you think Xbox can maintain a good pace through this show? Will be a good pace for you? I would say, given the amount of first party that should be here, like every couple of trailers, hit us with a first party. If they kind of just stack it, because now it's about pacing. I feel like they got the content, but if they just stack the ending with all first party shit, it kind of makes it feel lopsided. So we'll see. But to me, it would be just like every couple of trailers, like here's a first party look. Every couple of trailers, here's a first party look. We'll see what they do. They have a lot of tools to play with. Lee Martin, always great to see you. Hope to see a similar reaction to Fallout 4. Hype. Yeah. Pressure's on for me. Bully McGuire, again, you deserve a mate. Love from Australia. This has to be it for Xbox, and I think it will be. Let's ignite that spark again. Hey, much love. Thank you, Bully. That's super generous of you to follow up again with another super chat. Thank you. So much love to you and everyone else who's super chatting and showing up here. What's here? We got Slirish. Hey, Matty. Been watching since the Fallout 4 leak. Super proud to be a fan. There's no one I'd rather watch this showcase with. Aw. Mwah. There you go. There's a little kiss on the head for you. Nate the Jedi. What do you think of Marvel's Midnight Suns? Love the channel, by the way, Matty. Thank you. My friend was actually we were watching the fights last night, and he was talking about how much he loves it. I have to say that it's one I got to get to. It's definitely one I got to get to. I've been sleeping on it for a while, so I will have thoughts on it. One of these defining Dukes. It's on my backlog, higher priority. We'll see. It's that in Final Fantasy VIII, which I know are two completely opposite games, but like those two I just want to get to this year. So I'm hoping I can. Probably this summer would be a good opportunity. Land Party. Thank you for becoming a member. Dave Delsing. Again, guys, I'm trying to get through all these. Just want to show some support for a legend. Thank you. Call me a legend. What? That's crazy. So fucking what is this? Drops a super chat. Great name. Have you played Kingdom Come Deliverance? It's my favorite RPG since Mass Effect. Yes. Yeah, I reviewed it. I did a ton of content when that game came out. Loved it. It's a great time. Carlos Cortez, crossing my fingers for Indiana Jones. I think it's a fair cross your fingers for that we hear at least something from Machine Games. We'll see. Death Proof with the awful super chat saying that Ichiban is the better maid. Come on, you gotta hurt my feelings like that. Vault of the Future. Never played Witcher 3. Do I have to play 1 or 2? No, I don't think so. I think you can get away with it. Does it help? At least playing 2? Yes, 2 is great. But you can just play 3, I think. It'll just kind of blank slate all your choices. It's very approachable. I think you'll just be fine. But there are carryover characters from the second game that your choices could impact. Let's keep that in mind. All right, let's see here. Only a couple more minutes, fam. Have you tried out Project Zomboid? I feel like you may enjoy RPG-like mechanics and survival gameplay. Hot Dog Noir, I have not. I have a couple of buddies who really enjoy it. I gotta give it a shot. Gotta give it a quick rip. So we'll see. One of these days. Constellation Edition. What would you like to see? Well, we already know what we're gonna get. G23. Probably gonna get a watch. So anything alongside that, just give me a steelbook and I'll be a happy camper. Rush Angle, first super chat. Hey, Matty, been watching you a few years now. Love Retro Rebound. This is my first stream with you. Any predictions on remake/remasters we may get today? Sure. Banjo, Fallout, Fable, Gears. There you go. Boom. One of those 4 got to be here. Hey, Matty, you think the new Fable will be co-op? I think so. It was in the last 2 games. I feel like with how Forza Horizon has this, asynchronous multiplayer experience, I just see it being like, yeah, let's do that with Fable now. We'll see, but I think it's going to be. If it's traditional single player, hype up. ODX, keeping hype in check, and you can only be pleasantly surprised. This is why I could love Cyberpunk while so many people were hating it. Same approach to Starfield from me. Keep up the good work, Matty. Thank you, ODX, for your massive super chat. Much love, and agreed. Whew. Voice is getting tired here. Could Fallout 4 Next Gen stealth drop today? Absolutely, Nightwing. Eric Decker, thank you for becoming a member. Jay Bircher again. If you had to choose Avowed or Outer Worlds 2, I'm kind of interested more in Avowed. I think Outer Worlds was amazing, but Avowed, like Obsidian, Skyrim, you're telling me I can get my Bethesda Game Studios fix while Obsidian gives me my Skyrim fix? Like, yo, give me that all day. Give me that all day. What else we got here? Oh my God, there's so many of you. I love it. Thank you. Oh my God, there's so many of you. Do you think we'll ever see a Scarlet Nexus 2? Nah. Kabibis, I would love to, but I don't think so. It's 1 o'clock. Oh. Uh-oh. All right, hold up. Hold up. Here we go, y'all. Hold on. It's time. Y'all let me know this volume check, all right? It's mega loud on my end, so it should be good for you all. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. How do they start? How do they start? Let's start with the Xbox Game Studios game.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
Oh! Oh, they're starting with Fable! Maybe?
Let's do it.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What do I think about heroes? Well, we've all seen them, haven't we? Swanning about the place.
Oh, man.
Disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
I don't know how I feel about that. Unless I'm misunderstanding what he's saying. Shooting was way better. I knew it was just that weapon.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet, whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
They're taking a touch from every one of the games.
Like that's from 76. We have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Where's the drawback? What's the problem with this game? I haven't seen one yet. I really don't know if I have a concern. I'm kind of scared I don't have a concern.
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Bro!
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Good stealth gameplay?
You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat.
Look
you may
at
need
this.
to switch things up based on your environment.
Is that infrared scope?
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
It's so cool, man!
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
Oh, robots!
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists,
Or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns.
That's the issue.
Or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
I don't know if I can do an in-depth analysis. This is so much. This is so much. Holy shit. No way, bro!
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different.
Pink.
The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
audio design,
planets, the day-night cycle.
Those details matter to me.
Diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending.
Basco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout. I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Main engines go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Wow. That's got to be one of the best showings. Okay, Game Pass bonus. Premium edition. Up to 5 days early access, you say? Steelbook, okay. Wow. I think they needed a stellar showcase, and that was it. I think I could have used a couple more. I don't know if I could have used more exclusives this year after seeing Starfield. I really don't know. That was like my #1 thing, but wow, they had everything. I'm not sold on. I don't know what Fable is. That's my biggest complaint of the first party. Everything else, like Clockwork Revolution, looks amazing, but I don't know if I'm sold on what Fable is. This is an amazing showcase, though. That was. I don't know how you walk away from that and say like there wasn't something there that didn't excite you. I think that was amazing. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, where's id and Machine Games? Id's a little more obvious. I think Machine Games is a big question mark. The biggest sting after all of that was 100% for me, Fallout 76. It was like, going to Atlantic City? Who the fuck was asking for that? It's the only thing I could kind of pick out and go, eh. But dude, they had everything. From like the right third parties, like, oh, I want to see what the Star Wars game is. Oh, I want to see what this new Atlas fantasy game is. I mean, they just had so much, man. Really, really stellar showcase there. They had to show out, and I think they did. That gets an A for me. That was literally the ideal showcase for them. I think from top to bottom, there's very little I have to complain about. I know what first party's up to now. We got some windows. A lot of 2024 is filled without committed dates, which is good because I think we need to let these teams cook. If last year was anything to go by, this year we have Starfield and we have Forza and we have some other Game Pass games like Persona 5 Tactica. You have things like Towerborn. Seriously, like that was exactly what they needed. Exactly what they needed. And I just, bro, like absolutely nutworthy. That was a fucking masterpiece of a showcase. That was so fucking good. God damn, bro. Wow. Wow. First party killed it, and that's what they needed. All right, like third party, you had, for me, you spoke to my taste. You had Persona and you had Phantom Liberty, so you get a way higher grade from me than probably others. But yeah, just that was oh my god, I can't find the words. Like that was really, really good top to bottom. Hellblade was also a little disappointing because I really wanted to see combat. Like I really think like if you're gonna show it 4 times, I don't know. I felt like that was kind of weird. Phil not mentioning mentioning collections. That was a little weird. I'm gonna write these in my notes so I don't forget. That was a little weird. But otherwise, I feel like I'm nitpicking. Like they really convinced me there was a lot of good shit there. Yeah, I gotta send a tweet. I gotta send a tweet. All right, y'all. I gotta compose my thoughts. So let me go and really decompress for half a minute, and then I got a lot of videos for y'all coming today. Expect showcase reactions once I take a minute to breathe. And definitely probably thoughts on, I don't know, Starfield, Avowed, Fable. Every game I covered was here. Oh my god. Yeah. All right. I need to take 5, get some food in me. That was amazing, though. All right. I will catch you all in all the videos today. Shout out to all of you sitting through this. What was the collection of games? I don't know. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, y'all. Thank you so much for sitting down with me for this. This was amazing. Had a lot of fun. And again, I'll catch all of you in the videos soon, all right? Peace out.